It is the 41st millennium, and the Imperium is beset by enemies, both without and within. While the vast armies of the Emperor hold the line against untold Xenos, aliens, and heretics, it is the job of the Inquisition to protect the soul of mankind from the heresies that lie within. Following a recent surge in warp activity, the Ordos Ultima are given report of an ancient station having appeared in the galactic south. A station of such magnitude cannot go unexplored. For though it may be benign, forces of chaos and Xenos horrors lurk everywhere, and cannot be allowed safe haven within the realm of the Imperium. Clad in armour of faith, Inquisitor Goody Honestman is tasked with investigating this new threat. Translating out of the warp, it's immediately clear the station is vast, and despite the rapid response of the Holy Ordos, Honestman's isn't the first ship to have arrived. A mysterious cruiser lurks nearby. Drawing closer to the station, Honestman is hailed, with the ship identifying themselves as belonging to Inquisitor Fescue. There is no such Inquisitor. Not in the Ordo Ultima, at least. However, it's not unheard of for an Inquisitor to conceal their identity. Honestman agrees to rendezvous with Fescue. However, she must proceed with caution. First boarding the station, we have Inquisitor Goody Honestman of the Ordo Hereticus. Befitting her station, she's extremely well trained, both physically and mentally. Now, she's armed with a holy bolt pistol and crossbow combi weapon, as well as a power gladius. However, her most dangerous aspect are her mental capabilities, both in her force of will and nerves of steel, and also her telepathic abilities to enforce will, as well as distract opponents. And with these, she carries out the Emperor's glorious mission. Next is her confessor, Admiratus. Now, Admiratus himself may have weak combat capabilities, but his capability with machines is unparalleled. He commands the Cherub and Servo Skull of St. Barnabas, which is armed with a flamer and bioscanner. Third, we have the gunslinger Desperado Drek, who's armed with a las pistol, an auto pistol, as befits his trade, of which he carries out with extreme precision. Finally, we have Sister Jocelyn of the Order of the Sacred Rose. Now, Sister Jocelyn is a power-armoured battle psycho, armed with a bolter. However, her most dangerous weapon is her faith in the Emperor, the power of which both terrifies her enemies, as well as provides her with the mental fortitude to withstand much greater harm than could befall other members of the party. Now, if you want to see the full character creation process, which me and Henry, the DM, went through, it's available to Patreons and YouTube members. Now, the reason for that is I've absolutely no idea how this content will do. It's such a niche game, I'm just taking a shot in the dark and seeing if it will land. If you like seeing this sort of niche content, please do consider supporting the channel either on Patreon or with YouTube memberships. It really does help give these sort of games a place on the channel, as opposed to just the large games such as the Old World or Heresy, which generate much more views.
So Inquisitor Goody Honestman has landed on the Mechanicum station.
RT447D.
RT447D. Glenn, you have got the first speed out of all of our actions. What are you going to do with it?
Well, my Inquisitor, who has my highest speed of 6, is actually going to defer his action in order to allow my second highest speed, which is 5, who is my Envoy.
Well, what is your initiative of your Envoy?
My initiative of my Envoy is 70.
Mine is 81, so I at speed 5 will be going second. So it's in my shoes, I suppose.
Yeah. So my Envoy is waiting for you.
Right. So Inquisitor Honestman is going to, I suppose, is it a free action to just
you
talk
always get,
to someone?
You always get one. If that's all you're going to do, you get your free one. You don't really need to roll. But you can talk out what you're going to do.
Well, what I will actually do is announce the presence of my Inquisitorial Warband, because we've been met with an envoy, and then I will pause for breath with the rest of my actions to allow the envoy to have some sort of word back. So I've got speed 5, so I roll 5 dice, and any 4s will give me an action.
Yeah.
I get 1 action with 4 1s out of that 5.
Good job, it
Excellent.
wasn't a risky action.
Good job. Good job talking. Well, it is a risky action. Glenn, Inquisitor Honestman has come to investigate this station. What the hell are you doing here? You were not given inquisitorial orders to come. Only I was given the right of passage of the Emperor.
So, my reply is, if you had paid attention to your communication console, we hailed you on arrival at orbital RT447D and communicated that we were taking control of the hangar bay and would await your arrival.
Okay, I'm just going to respond, even though I've got no actions. Well, of course you would. I'm here on inquisitorial writ. You have no power here, envoy. Just realised this conversation might go on for a while. So, we're going to allow some of our other hangers-on to do some things. Glenn, the only thing that mine wants to do, really, other than like back up the Inquisitor, is my servo skull, which is speed 3.
Yeah.
Have you got anyone that's higher than speed 3 that wants to start doing something first?
No, because my guys are just waiting for this power struggle to be resolved at the moment. So until my Inquisitor, Vetch Saltmarsh, has worked things out with your Inquisitor, GH, we can't really do anything. So I have also a familiar that's going to lumber off.
Okay, what speed are you?
3.
3. Right. You were going to activate my servo skull, which I've given set orders before the game. So the orders for the servo skull are to sweep around up to 18 in like a bigger and bigger circuit. And then once it's done 18, it's going to track back and forth. And if it's ever attacked or fired upon or I'm attacked, it's going to return to owner.
Return their owner, yeah.
Yeah. So Glenn is going to interpret those orders, and I'm going to roll for number of actions that I get. So I roll 3 dice, I've got speed 3, and I get 0, which means I get 1 action. So Glenn, that's 1 action, and it's going to go 4 yards.
4 yards, yeah. Which is,
Right.
so we're using inches for yards here. Let's move it.
And it just starts off my first.
Moving into the darkness of the base.
So that reveals an automaton next to this Imperial Standard power coupling. And that's all I can see up to now. Glenn, you've got your familiar, who is much more directly controlled by your team. So do you want to roll your actions and do what you want to do? So you're going to just walk about, exploring.
So yeah, the Martyrs of Ophelia 9, which is my walking reliquary, is going to look around for holy relics.
Okay.
It has 3 actions, so it's going to just move twice and then start looking.
2 actions. High roller here.
Walking and walking.
Walking and walking. It's really good at it. It's the only thing it does, and it's going to move 8 inches then, so 4 inches and 4 inches.
Okay. Right, so those are all of our warband that actually want to do anything.
Yeah.
We've had the initial exchange of views of get off my goddamn space station, what are you doing here? And we need to do some nerve checks for our fighters. So starting in speed order, let's do some nerve checks for our fighters.
Okay.
So to help with this, I am going to announce, because Sister Jocelyn is with us, and she has the Word of the Emperor skill. So she does basically constant chanting all of the... So she's the Order of the Sacred Rose, is a bit more background. So she gives positive sermons on the nature of the Emperor and the Imperium. She's not in one of the sister sects or orders that is very self-flagellating. She's much more into the positive vibes of the Imperium, you know? So she's going to be constantly chanting during this time, and actually at all times.
All time.
So that's just a bit of background to this situation. we have Honest Man and the Envoy talking normally, with Sister Jocelyn constantly being like, the Emperor is good, the Emperor is fine.
So my envoy, Agrimony St. Lucia, is going to try and take control of the situation a little bit, and he's going to explain, Inquisitor Fescue Saltmarsh has been waiting for your arrival for you to take control of this situation. So,
I think that's gone a slightly wrong foot, Honest Man. She's expecting heresy round all corners. That is why she has brought Sister Jocelyn. And, well, this is good.
yeah.
This is good, Saltmarsh.
And I knew the sister was here, and so as you can hear, the Martyrs of Ophelia 9, my walking reliquary, also has the Word of the Emperor skill and is walking into the station, into the hangar bay, proclaiming
the good word,
the greatness, and bringing the good
word of the God Emperor.
Yeah, bringing the good news.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad we're agreed on this, then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Saltmarsh. I'm glad we're agreed on this, Saltmarsh. Sorry, a previous name came out of my mouth. I'm sorry for the disrespect, Inquisitor. Right, well, let us get on with this exploration of this station in the name of the Emperor. And with that, what we're going to do is get our turns done in peace, unless Glenn interrupts me at some point. And I'm going to do my moves to sort of start moving into this station. Glenn's going to do his moves, and we'll come back to Glenn's after I've finished all of mine. So let's get on with it, Glenn. My Desperado.
What's he doing?
He's going to move into the walk into the station, and gets 3 walks, which is 6 inches. 2, 4, 6. My Sister Jocelyn is going to walk into the station but not get any further than an inch ahead of my Desperado.
Okay.
I get 2 walks. Luckily, I didn't get any further ahead than the Desperado. She's very good at following orders like that. Very simple, but she's chanting the good word of the Emperor all the time, yeah. And then I've got my Confessor, who is going to walk at the same rate but stay behind the sister. 2 walks. 1, 2. Excellent. So both of our warbands have advanced. Glenn, I think we need to get into the second of the turns.
Yeah, we do.
Right, so it starts again. There's no roll for initiative. It's just again with speed.
With speed, yeah.
And we've got to randomly move the Castellax. We
do have to randomly move the which is just clanking along.
Is it D6 that Henry said? Let's do it D6.
Let's do it. Do
you want to roll it?
Yeah, but you can do it now.
5 inches
that way.
So it gets to like here.
So it's moving like around this thing. Clank, 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 clank.
And is followed by its nice, friendly helper. Right. I suppose now it's turn 2.
Yeah.
Is anyone aware? I suppose it's in speed order.
All right, good. So Inquisitor Fescue Saltmarsh is he's going to move up a little bit while putting away his gun, but he's going to keep his sword out, right? And he's going.
That's
so
from here.
This guy, the guy with the sword and the pit and the revolver in his right arm, he's going to move up behind this bellowing, creaking, walking reliquary, and he's just going to pause for breath.
Okay, and we'll allow while we're not within, like sort of combat or anything like that, the pause to breath to defer actions of speeds behind other people as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Roll at your actions, Glenn. So 4 actions total.
Yeah.
The walk will get you there as 1 action. So have you got lightning reflex?
No.
So it will cost you an action to pause. So you'll save 2 activations for later. So let's move him to the position, Glenn, where exactly you want him on the board. So he's a 4-inch for a walk. Interposing your reliquary in between us. I see Salt Marsh.
Yeah.
So my highest speed is 5 with an initiative of 81.
Yeah.
So I think you might go first with your envoy. Oh no, wrong. I go first.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to immediately just defer my actions and I'm going to put it down. I'm going to do it at the end after my confessor. So I'm just going to go to speed 3 so that I can get the reaction to anyone. So my next one is speed 4.
Well, I've got a speed 5 here with Agrimony San Lucia.
Okay.
So my envoy Agrimony with the advanced bionic skull and servo skull is going to move ahead. We can hear clanking in the distance, and they want to find out what it is. So they're going to move ahead up until basically the end of these crates, and then they're going to take a look.
So to the end of the storage crate, shipping crates.
Yeah. And then I'm going to detect. So
Okay.
and then I'm going to see what I can see and see what I can hear with my Auspex scanners and stuff. And then after that, pause for breath.
Or do nothing.
Or do
Dice
nothing.
rolls.
Shout out what's going on.
Yeah.
Lads!
One action.
You walk up to the thing.
Good.
So walks
times.
4 inches. My next initiative, just getting ahead a little bit. Again, he's 65, speed 4.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
So, which is your next initiative, Glenn?
My next initiative, 5.
Keep going then.
Yeah.
Yeah, over to you. So who is next, Glenn?
Mupan Tormentil, who's just one of my retainers, is just going to follow behind until he has basically any use at all.
Until he finds something useful to do.
Okay.
There we go.
Go
All right.
Relying on one action.
Okay, right. And
Not even roll.
You
He's
need to
confident.
roll.
yeah. And then, okay, now I've got Tresco Carnea at 5. Initiative's my
Yeah,
gang
you just
stuff.
keep going. Just
Right.
keep going then.
So,
Who is this?
So Tresco Carnea is my brave, young, fresh to the force Arbites, who on his first assignment took the notice of Inquisitor. And he's idealistic and brave and ready to show how much of a badass he is. He's probably the closest thing we've got to a hero on this board. And
Strong words.
Bold.
With the retinue of honest men about.
yeah, and he can see that the Inquisitor is okay, but the envoy is on their own, and he's going to run up to back them up, and he's going to run again to the front of the
Shipping containers.
shipping containers,
Stop
and
trying to get to this, shooting to this line here, trying to get up to that end of the shipping containers or that end of the shipping
no,
containers.
The far end.
the far end of the shipping containers, and he's going to like crouch, and he's going to have his pistol just ready to go.
Okay.
So
Roll up the actions.
let's see if he does anything.
He fell over his shoelaces,
He-
but he did manage
There's
to
one
run.
action.
Okay, so at least he's with.
But if he's running, you're saying running is more than 4.
It's
running
6 inches.
is 6 inches. So he
Hey!
does get in front.
Nice. Human shield!
My next character is Drek, my desperado.
Sick. Which one's Drek?
Drek is the initiative 5 desperado here, who is a bit of a hothead, and he's going to try and do that exact same action that you've done to prove that, in fact, he can do it better. Our warband is better. It's not. He gets 1 success, so goes.
To the same place.
He gets to
Gets
the
to run.
end of there, but doesn't get to like scan about
Yeah, okay.
with the pause for breath or anything.
So
Actually, I've got a free pause for breath.
With him?
Yeah.
So you got lightning reflexes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets 3 pulse of breath.
So I'm going to pause for breath there,
You
which
can't do anything else afterwards. Cause you
no,
haven't
but
got
that
the
scans the area. You can
Oh, yes,
become
you
aware.
can. Yep.
So I just see the Castellax that's
Yeah.
in front of me, I'm aware of a body,
Yep.
but I'm crouched
Not sure what it is,
behind
yeah.
the container. And we've already seen
Yeah.
this bloke over here
This dude.
messing with the universal socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so while we're working on this, I suppose I also have my Inquisitor Fescue had pause for breath, and he has 2 actions left, and he's going to use them to detect with his bionic ears, which is a thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to say butt in now, but
Yeah.
very politely butt in now.
Yeah, and use those 2 actions, both of them, to listen out for what else is going on.
Okay.
Because this is a new environment.
Right. So we're at the point of being competitive with each other to get to the end. We're not trusting each other at this point. It's annoying that another Inquisitor might be faster on this exploration than us. So, Glenn, detect away. So, Glenn with the bionic ears needs a successful test, initiative into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he does, you'll basically be able to hear anything on the board that is making ambient noise.
Yeah, so like someone clinking about, someone running, slamming doors, machinery, this kind of thing. What I'm particularly listening for, though, which might come in useful, is this station has just powered up. So I'm listening for like machine noises.
Okay.
Right, inside the station. White dice is 10s.
Okay.
And my initiative is really high, so...
Yeah. Roll it and tell us if you fail. 97.
I failed.
So you are confounded by there's lots of noise
Yeah.
about.
And I need to turn down the volume of my bionic ears. Okay.
Okay. Right. So
Good
that's
time.
one action
Yeah.
to have done that. Are you going to do any other actions?
No.
No.
Not now. So
Okay.
it's you
I'm
guys.
59 for my next initiative.
Potts Bagatic can go
Right.
slower.
I've got
Yes.
Sister Jocelyn next, who is going to spread the good word. I'm going to go around the left-hand side of this container and start scanning from the corner of the shipping container if I get enough actions. And that's going to be a run. She doesn't want to let anyone else get further into this station and spread the holy light of the Emperor any further. So we'll go there, no engagement. So if I get there, we'll detect anyone within range if I've got enough actions, but do nothing else to like provoke anything. So I get 2 successes, which means with a 6-inch run, I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, and then it's going to be another run action to get to that corner.
Yeah.
So she's just going to hold there. Next, I'm on to my Confessor. Admelitus, the Confessor, who is my sort of machinist, tech savvy person, who is also in control of my Servo Skull Cherub combo. So what I'm going to do is, because of the recent developments, I'm going to first beep boop beep input new data into the Servo Skull Cherub.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is, seeing this tech thrall, I'm going to run up to the tech thrall and basically try and have a look around in its head. So let's see if we get any actions. I get 2 successes, so I'm going to run up to the tech thrall after having inputted data into the Servo Skull. The Servo Skull will be told to basically move forward at as fast a speed as possible and scan the area every, let's say, 12 inches that I move. Okay, so we'll move that up there to the tech thrall. Not doing that action yet, and the Servo Skull, when it comes around to that, has new orders. Right, so who's next, Glenn?
So Burnet's Fescue, no relation, is it has a motion tracker with a bioscanner.
Okay.
So he can hear this clanking off in the distance, and he's wondering what's going on here. He's also exceptionally good at shooting.
So what is he doing, Glenn?
So Burnet Fescue, no relation, is going to move up again to this walking reliquary, and he has a bioscanner and a motion tracker. So he's going to spend some time detecting again to try and work out what's going on. The distance he can see with the bioscanner is a D100, so hopefully far.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So speed 4. Let's see how many actions he gets.
1.
1 action. So no, he doesn't. He just moves up. Good lad.
I think that's the story of our both test game and this game is, oh my god, there's 4 activations. No. Right, so that is on to speed 3.
No, I've got 2 more
you've got
speed
2
4.
more. Go on then.
Sorry.
Who's next one?
Glaucus Uan is going to move up now to have a look what this servitor's going to do. He has a suppression shield. So he's going to put the suppression shield in front of him and he's going to move up and just see what's going on.
Okay.
That's all he's going to do.
Right. So roll your... Oh, you're just doing the 1 action.
Yeah, I'm just going to
not
move
even
up
bother rolling.
and just stand next to this thing,
Okay.
protecting himself with a shield, but with his combat maul,
Yeah.
shot maul not activated. Okay, then I have Pot's beggar stick. Beggar tick.
Pox Begatic.
Beggar tick.
Okay.
Beggar tick.
What are they doing? And that's I imagine it's this person.
No, Pot's beggar tick is this guy. He's like...
Oh, that's the guy who was the crouch behind these crates before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's like the old sergeant. He's been there forever.
Is he going to get involved in the, like, we need to get into this station faster than the other Inquisitor? Or is he like, I'm too old for this. I've seen it all before.
I'm too old for this shit.
Right,
Like,
okay.
He is too old for that shit.
But like Danny Glover, he might get caught up in it.
He might get caught. He just have nerves of steel.
Okay.
Like, but he's like the companion to the rash. They are literally like these are
Built together.
They are
Buddy cops.
Yeah, they are. They are the buddy cop. They are exactly.
Right.
So he's gonna be like, I'm too old for this shit, and he's just gonna literally take an action. No, he's gonna just stay where he is for a while, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring up the rear. I'm on speed 3.
And you want to move it, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a run twice.
Yeah. So
And then scan if I get my full 3 actions.
Nice.
So I get 1, so I move 6 inches forward.
No, run is more than that. Run is 10 inches.
Oh, is it 10?
Yeah.
Oh, so I thought it was 6, so I'll scan every 10 inches.
Okay.
So I don't scan this time, so I've just got that 1 action.
And then we move it forward. Should we put it up on top of here?
Yeah. Let's get a bit more of a thing. Right. And then I'm just down to my Inquisitor left.
Oh, it was holding, yeah. I have one action with my
pause for
Inquisitor as
breath,
well.
yeah. Right. What I'm going to do with my Inquisitor first, if the good Inquisitor will allow me to use my Inquisitor first.
Get in the Avis later and fuck off.
No, I'm going to vox back and tell the Avis Lighter to fuck off. Because I don't want it being left here. I want my means of escape to fly in anywhere on the station at the last minute to take me away. But if I get further actions, what I'm actually going to do is try and scan the mind of basically the furthest back of your members.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that'll be the old grizzled veteran that
Yeah.
you've just activated. And I want to see if there's any hostile intent there. So, and then I'll pause for breath after the scan. And we'll see if I get those actions.
Okay. Do you have that spell?
I have. So I've not actually got the mind scan power. I thought I had the right telepathy powers to do that, but I can just enforce will. And what I don't want to do is alert all of Glenn's warband to the fact that I've just scanned this guy's mind. So instead I'm going to run. I'm going to vox the Arvus, like, you fuck off now. Take holding pad and thorn. And then run over to Admiratus, my confessor. And that's just going to be all of my actions this turn. I'll pause for breath after it just in case there's any like things coming up. So I get 4 successes.
Hey!
Yes. So 2, 4, 6, 6. And I'm just pausing for breath there. So we randomise where the Castellax goes. Glenn, do you want to roll it this time?
Yeah.
5 to the that way again. To Over to here. There's something really interesting to pick up and put down. I pick things up and put them down.
There you go.
Over there. The harvest lighter flies off, leaving us alone, maybe with only one escape
With one,
point.
yeah. One that is manned, in fact.
Yes. Finally, at the end of the turn, the scribe at speed 3.
4.
Oh, we checked.
Yeah.
Right, cool. At speed 4, gets 2 actions of walking. It knows we're out of the hangar bay, Glenn. And he's just followed by its cherub. So it isn't yet in visual confirmation range of anyone. It's literally just out of the darkness. So maybe it can make out like a blurry shape of my desperado, who's crouched in the corner there.
Yeah.
And then it's back up to top of the speeds.
Yeah.
So the first is Glenn's Inquisitor. Glenn, are you going to do anything or defer for a little bit? Pause for breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold him back. He's not gonna do anything right now.
Okay. Right. So next up is Glenn's Envoy in the speed order. So the Envoy here. Oh, it's my Inquisitor next.
Yeah.
So Inquisitor Honestman, Inquisitorial Guys, Goody Man, because I can't get for some reason Goody Honest Man keeps getting called Goody Man. So what she's going to do is advance to behind the sister, or in fact, one leap ahead in the cover beyond the sister. So to this corner, and he's going to crouch down at that point and scan the area with a pause for breath, which will allow a bit of a scan and allow me to know what is coming up next. So that's 5 rolls for action. It's going to be a run to there for the leapfrog. So I get 2 actions, which means I can run up to... So running 6, 2, 4, 6 gets me to that corner. And then the pause for breath is a lightning reflex.
All right.
So I can scan the area and I can see 6. So 2, 4, maybe I can just about see a measure. No, I can't actually see. So I'll save that one action to see what's coming later. So who is next in the order, Glenn?
Now it's my hot-headed cop with something to prove.
Right, okay, so
Tresco Carnea.
Tresco can see Desperado Drac in front of him, has been beaten to scan in that room. What is his action going to be? Is he going to get competitive, or has he got enough cool heads around him to allow him to not dash forwards?
Well, he's going to run up and he's going to like tactically like touch your Desperado on the shoulder, and he's going to back him up in case we need to do anything. That's all he's going to do.
Right, okay.
And he's going to have a look around.
Do you want to like pause for breath at that point?
Yeah, we can. You can pause him for breath. So let's roll some.
So that's 5 rolls.
5. Yeah, and
Each is gonna
minus
be-
1, right?
Yeah, and it's just going to be 1 and a free action to touch me on the shoulder. So that's 2. So is he got lightning reflex?
No, he doesn't.
Right, so that pause for breath is actually his final action.
Yeah.
'Cause it costs an action. Next up is then my Desperado.
No. Next up is
I'm all over in this order.
Next up is Agrimony St. Lucia, my envoy.
Okay.
So, Agrimony St. Lucia is going to do a scan. They have speed 5. They're going to do a scan of everything. Again, because they have like their advanced bionic skull. So they're going to have a look around, and they're going to move forward. Depending on what they're seeing, presumably, right?
Okay.
But they're going to move forward anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, while they're scanning, you know. So it's committed to in case it's dangerous. I want to commit to that straight away. And then let's see what happens right after they've done anything.
There's 2.
A scan and a move.
Yeah. It's going to move forward 6. Well, let's do the scan thing first, right?
So it's an initiative check.
Yeah.
And then that gets modifiers for your active scan.
Yeah.
So Roll initiative, Glenn.
So we're going to have 10s of white, greener units.
Honest Man is going to be secretly hoping that the scan comes to nothing. Oh, it's definitely successful.
So, I think that means we'll probably see this scribe.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Right, so as I walk forward then, my 4 inches,
Are you going to transmit to the rest of your warband?
I am just going to shout,
Oh, okay.
essentially. I'm going to transmit on all frequencies while speaking, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to transmit to the scribe, and I'll be like, greetings from the envoy of Inquisitor Fescue Saltmarsh. We demand parley.
Obviously, Honest Man cannot let this stand. So, with 3 actions left, I'm going to use one of my actions to butt in and be like, in the name of Inquisitor Honest Man, you should deal with us. Because she's going to say basically nothing of value, but demand that it be both of us or me that the scribe deals with. I don't even know that scribe's there. You're just projecting into the distance.
Yeah.
So you're just kicking off saying that
Basically,
you should be dealing with Inquisitor Honest Goodyman or Goody Honestman, whoever they are.
They're pseudonyms /
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
Just because we're going to interchange them regularly.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that it's actually from the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Yeah, okie dokie. What speed step are we at?
We're at speed 5 still.
Okay.
That's just the end of speed 5. We're about to start speed 4.
Okay.
Okay. So, into speed 4, who is next?
Drek.
Drek, my
Helios.
desperado. Right, so, in the knowledge that you've just tapped me on the shoulder, Drek is going to run and crouch down behind the table
Yeah.
to get, like, just eyes level above the table.
Yeah.
Just to sort of scan the area. No, lower, ridiculously lower. Yes, that exact.
Deep squat.
Yeah. He don't want to get shot. He's a desperado.
Okay.
He's down on his
Oh,
luck.
you're done.
Yeah, he don't want to
Can't spend it
die.
if you're dead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll 4 dice to do that, and then I'm just gonna like go into like an overwatch
Okay.
of what I can see from the. It's a 90-degree.
Yeah.
So I'm. This clanking over here, I suppose I'll do it slightly towards there, and hopefully.
I think at this range they will be aware of the cast light. So the second they come around that corner.
Yeah. Right. So I get 3 actions. The run, and that goes into a crouch as 1 action because you can change your stance as part of it. And then the pause for breath sort of just wastes my other actions. I've got 2 left. Until the situation is resolved.
Tokens.
Okay.
Just put them next to them or something.
Yeah, I'll put them next to them. And actually, we've got around the table this, I suppose, in the pause for breath, this energy source. So that is my in speed 4, Glenn.
Yeah.
Next is Sister Jocelyn, who will essentially repeat the same action to a different point of while chanting the good word of the Emperor, because she doesn't know how to shut up even when it's good sense tactically to not announce your presence to everyone around. She's going to run to this element of cover and sort of overwatch in this direction, because hopefully there's enough guns pointed into the centre of that room that she needs to cover that space. So she gets it. She gets 3 run actions, which will easily take me to here, and a crouch down. So that's 2 run actions, and then the pause for breath wastes my 3rd action, essentially. So that's that.
So speed 4 initiative. I'm at a 65. Who else has got speed 4 and initiative greater than 65?
I don't think anyone. I think we're down at 61 now.
So the scribe is going to have a little think about some things, because there's been a few things on the board that the scribe doesn't like. So there's been 1, 2, 3, and your envoy broadcast stuff, is that the envoy there? 4, and 5 things that they're probably not very happy about.
41.
You're fine. You're fine, carry on. The envoy, and their activation, they are going to approach On a 1, 2, 3, they're going to approach this chap, and a 4, 5, 6, they're going to approach Honest Goody Man, because loud enough. Going to approach Honest Goody Man is convinced by the wailings of this individual to
Of course, they would seek out the true Inquisition.
So we're going to approach to a range of 4 yards, and then they're going to enter a communication with you, and they're going to do that, and then pause for breath after the communication, depending on how many actions. So we get 3 actions, which is probably going to be, I imagine, our walk. Yeah, we're going to walk, and that'll put us within 4 yards. We are then going to start communication, and then the pause for breath is then the last wasted action, nothing afterwards.
Okay.
So they're going to ask you to identify yourself and state your business on RT447D.
The name of Honest Man is not known here. State yourself, we are the Inquisition. And I suppose Glenn is actually within hearing and talking range.
I do have bionic ears.
You do. You can hear extra well.
I'm like,
Fuck.
oh God!
Humility. This is their house.
This is their house.
Who is the emperor? Who was victorious?
You do not know who the Emperor is, the Lord of Mankind? You must be heretic scum.
I don't think I need to roll that. So the scribe is then going to their next action. They're obviously aware that you probably shouldn't be here, and they are going to respond accordingly. And their cherub is already going to take note of that.
Okay. Right. Well, I think that situation is resolved in the way that Honestman wanted it to be.
Oh, good.
Meanwhile, Glenn's like, "Oh no."
Right. Well, I that uses my actions, I imagine, to have that interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, who is next in your speed order?
So, Bernard Fescue, my gunslinger, he's gonna run, and he's gonna go and collect some of these battery things.
Okay.
And he wants to particularly get some ammo.
So is it the battery or is it this ammo crate that you're going to?
He's gonna investigate them both and see what's in the crate before he decides to pick it up.
Cool. Roll your actions, man. So 4, is it? Yeah. And we get 4 actions.
Fuck yeah!
It's happening.
Hey, Bernard Fescue. Okay, so you're gonna run over here. Right, and then he's going to investigate this shit.
Right, so we need Henry for that.
We do need Henry for that.
So,
meanwhile, we can probably move on to the next
Are you
thing.
just investigating, that's it for this turn?
And they're going to pick one of them up.
Right, so we can move on because we know that's the culmination of the action. Who is next?
Glaucus Huan.
Glaucus Huan? Is that the grizzled veteran? What are your actions, Glenn?
So I'm going to move next to this servitor who's not really doing anything. And I'm just going to gently prod them out the way and see what happens if I just touch them.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch them with a weapon, though.
So Henry has informed us before that they're non-aggressive.
Yeah.
So I suppose we'll go back to their original programming after recognising that you've pushed them. So they'll continue acting in the same way as their brain-dead thralls.
Yeah.
Acting at...
But I want to see if I can, like, turn it round, guide it. Like, if I can move it away from this battery.
Oh, before it fights back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. So what is he doing, Henry?
So the thrall is, you're saying you're going to influence the thrall and sort of take him by the shoulder and try and move him away a little bit. Not really interacting with you at all. You can move them quite happily. They're resisting a little bit, but it's very easy to reposition them. But you feel that if you let go, they'd just sort of go back to doing what they're doing.
Okay.
Almost like they're used to getting out of the way of things like the castellax stomping around. They just move and go back to what they were doing.
Okay. Cool.
So before that, we had an investigation of both this ammo box and power core.
So the power core, you investigate that for free. You recognise it as a standard Imperial power coupling core thing. So it's got a bit of a battery element. powers up and down local systems. Little charge indicates it's fully charged. It's sat there and available. The investigating the thing. Have you passed roll a sagacity test for me?
Right. So sagacity is essentially that intelligence for everyone at home, and
I'm also using a sort of recognising what might be useful in the box, like what's defunct, what would be useful for you, what might be beneficial at the moment.
yeah.
So Bernard Fescue, no relation, has a pretty bad sagacity. Bernard Fescue, no relation. And so he's got 64, and he has 2 actions actually. He's going to, in order, look at this thing and then this thing, right?
Okay.
Tens.
Yep.
Units.
Yeah, white's being tense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He succeeds.
He succeeds and
Succeeds
sees
on that
something.
one, and then do the sagacity for the terminal.
Ooh,
Passes by
14.
Okay,
Yeah, nice.
So, let me have a little look at your character sheet and we'll determine what you're going to find.
Okay.
So, Glenn has found both information from the terminal
Yep.
and some useful war gear, of which I can't know.
Yeah.
So it can't be said out loud.
So,
on
and so
on
as
the team.
GM, I can't say it out loud on the thing, but I'm giving everyone little handy post-it notes. Yeah, you save the planet. And people can share that information if they choose to. So our parallel game, some information has been shared, other information hasn't. And so you can share the information of what you've picked up, you can announce it, or you can keep it to yourself, which is entirely reasonable. And that can stoke the RPG fires should it be needed to.
Well, I am next
Okay.
with Admilatus,
Mhm.
who is my machine empathic confessor.
Yeah.
So he's actually going to, with his first action of the lot, trying to access basically the data cores of that thrall to try and find out
And what
the
is-
nature of this station, when it is from, because this is information that we don't know.
Yeah.
Who is its masters? Who are they potentially connected to? If that is data within this thrall, I doubt it. But basically, just do a scan of any information that you possibly can, and then shut down
Okay.
that servitor.
And talk to me about the ergonomics of that. Are you touching him? Are you plugging something into him? Are you just like...
So, knowing servitors within the world, because I'm machine empathic, how do servitors in general, Imperial standard, work that I would be aware of?
So I think for most Magi, they'll have some form of remote link to issue commands. But I think any like hardware updates, firmware updates, all of this will still have to be wired. It's grimdark. There'll probably be some like 3.5 mil plug that goes in.
Well, I'll plug my Grimpad
Yeah, okay.
into-
Grimpad TM.
I'll plug my Grimpad,
Insert alien isolation power up sounds here.
into the thrall.
Yeah.
I'll try and block any external communication that's not
Okay,
already
interesting.
going on,
Yeah.
and then scan it for information that I need.
Okay, yeah,
And then shut
absolutely. So that'll just be a sagacity, and because of your empath, that's going to be no modification. That's not hard for you to do.
So I pass it because of my word machine empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I roll the dice to see whether there's any effect, whether it's a bad, like I get
Yeah,
it?
let's see what it is. See how
So I roll it anyway, I get a 98, which is a bad fail.
that is a bad fail. But
it's
you
a-
get the information, but something else happens.
Yes.
So, I will jot down the information for you.
And then I'll show it to the camera.
Yeah.
So Henry, Glenn has stepped out for a second.
So,
What do I find out?
You identify that this thrall is under strict instructions to defer all authority to members of the 4th Legion of the Astartes, the Iron Warriors.
Okay.
The station was taken over and its current research goals dictated by the Iron Warriors in the mid-Heresy era. They've never returned to get their information back, but the thrall is under strict instructions to defer to the Iron Warriors wherever possible. You're aware that it's biologic research, so they've been researching biologics and biological agents on behalf of the Iron Warriors.
Okay. And at this point, we can bring Glenn back in. So, Henry has just given us what is happening. You obviously don't know about what exactly has gone on, but having heard Inquisitor Honestman just shout, "You do not know who the Emperor is?"
Yeah.
Knowing what I know, my confessor, Admilatus, is basically just going to immediately proclaim, like, "Hereticus! Hereticus!" And obviously I've shut down this servitor
Yeah.
digitally,
Yes.
so let's just lay him
Yeah.
over. but now everyone within shouting auditory range will be aware
Yeah.
that this station is Hereticus. And that range for understood is 20. So, where's 20 here?
Well, no, 20's. That's 18, right?
Oh, is
So-
that 8? Oh, because you've
Yeah.
closed half.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everyone is aware of Hereticus being about.
Wow, you make a good teacher.
Yeah. And
Who's next to activate?
who is next to activate? Goodyman has like 2 activations left, having used the third to shout, like, to be like, you do not know who the God Emperor is. So we've got that. Pause for breath left. I've got my Servo Skull left, and I've got my Overwatching Desperado, who isn't going to take any further actions, but is ready to fire upon hearing Hereticus, I suppose. Glenn, have you got any that's going to activate next?
My actual Inquisitor hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, so do you want to do that first, and then I'll start shooting?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people to activate, actually.
Okay, well, so you do your Inquisitor, and upon hearing Hereticus, my Inquisitor's going to pull out Bolt Gun, because she's not got it out yet, and fire at that.
Has your Inquisitor acted yet? This turn?
Yes, but I paused for breath.
Yeah.
So I suppose it'll... Let's do Glenn's action first, and then... So you've just heard Hereticus! And you do not know who the God Emperor is? They all sound the same. They've all had voice modulation to
Single
sound
voice
the same. Yeah.
Alright, so
So what is your Inquisitor doing, Glenn?
my Inquisitor, seeing what's going on, is going to run towards this terminal that you can see there, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to run and he's going to start trying to access it.
Okay. So you've not rolled yet for your activation.
No, he's not done anything.
So are you going to pause for breath upon scanning that terminal, or just...
He's going to get it done.
So you're going to get there, and any spare actions are still hacking the terminal. Get as much information as you can.
exactly. If there are any spare actions.
Okay. Right.
4
actions.
Nice.
So, running is 6 inches.
So hang on, got 12 here, which I think it'll be 2.
Yeah, 12 gets you there. So then you've got
Nice.
2 activations for hacking.
Yeah.
Elite hacking.
These are each going to be a sagacity test.
So sagacity D100 and 80. Ooh. 3
On a 3, that is spectacular. Roll another one.
and a 49.
Okie dokie. So
So that's like 8 successes and 3 successes
Yeah.
if we're doing success levels. So for the action with the throw and Glenn's activation,
Yeah.
yeah, each have to
Henry
do-
wants us to roll a D100.
just roll a
Do
D100.
you want to go first?
You go.
I get a 94.
Fine, carry on.
And I get
87?
78.
Oh, 78,
78.
sorry.
Also fine, as you were.
Okay.
Is it cherub activation?
It's cherub activation.
The cherub is going to activate and is going to try and move off the board here.
Okay.
And I imagine the second they start doing so, something will happen.
The second
See what
I'm
they do.
overwatching, yeah?
So they'll get one action of walking this way. So they're going to start moving, but
As soon as, and that's with a walk, which is -8, we've calculated my BS-71 Desperado firing at that cherub.
yes.
So we're counting it as having walked.
Yep.
So that's -8.
What are you shooting with?
I'm shooting with my auto pistol in
Okay.
the right hand of the Emperor,
Yep.
which is the Emperor's hand. But I'm left-handed, obviously. So as everyone that's watched the character creation might know.
Yep.
So I've got a -30 for it being... So -20 for being an offhand weapon. You're half human size, which is -30. And it's -8 for the walk. So that's a total of -58. My BS is 71. So I'll hit on a 7. 27.
That's a miss.
I wing it off.
Who is shooting? So this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's. So the only thing is, you are relatively close as a missed shot, which is
To
part of
my
the advanced
fucking
rules,
Inquisitor.
But I'm not going to include them because it gets really confusing in the near future. But bear in mind, the expanded version of the game includes missed shots near friendly targets.
Okay.
So I get one movement this way, and I can fly, so I can just go straight back this way 4 inches. I'm going to go down there to float away.
Bring it down! Bring it down!
Stop that child!
Right. So
Does this have a pointer? Or is it just
It's
a
a
line?
line.
it's just the line.
Okay, can I use the line?
Yeah.
Can you draw a line from this guy to that guy?
So that's your envoy, Glenn.
Yeah.
There is a line.
What
An
speed,
uninterrupted line.
what speed step are we on?
Well, we're down to like 3s, I think, now.
Yeah,
Okay.
this thing. That's it.
Yeah, so I've just got my servo skill as well.
Okay.
Well, I got Potts Begatic, actually, who's just going to move. He's not going to do anything yet.
What's your robo chair doing?
Just clanking around, honestly.
Fine.
Just clanking around.
Is it clanking any further this way?
No, it's just
No.
clanking with him, really.
No.
He's going to hold his position as well, a little bit.
Glenn's asked me to go outside. Oh no. So, coming back into the room, I've got my servo skill that's not been, like, changed in programming. So it'll continue with those actions once, which is just a scan.
Uh-huh.
So it's just that. So I've got a biometric scanner, which won't reveal anything else unless Henry comes back in and tells different. That cherub, where it's like, and the direction it's heading for my team. And that gets transmitted back to my adept and the rest of the team.
So, because of all the shouting, because of the deactivating of this guy, and because of the shouting of Hereticus, etc., the Magos, the Archivist, has triggered the alarm locally.
Okay.
So everyone that's on the board is now aware that this is a hostile force.
Is it making noise?
It's making noise. It's going.
So we also know the alarm is going off.
You also know the alarm's going off. And
Good.
as a result, all the forces on the board are now going to try and intervene to protect the station. So
Okay.
we're at speed 3. We have a service pack and Castellax, which is speed 2. The Cherubim has just acted, which we've discovered before. We have some Tech Thralls that are speed 3. Tech Thralls, in light of doing anything else, are basically going to try and walk up to and engage in combat with the things that they can see. So one Tech Thrall has been deactivated. So the Thrall has been deactivated, can't do anything.
Yeah.
The middle Thrall and the Thrall over here are going to try and act to respond. The Thrall in the middle is going to try and grab this power cell. So we're going to walk towards it, and pick it up, and then try and walk away. They can only move it and walk. So that would be 3 attempts at actions. We walk to it and we pick it up.
Okay.
So the Thrall has walked over here and has picked up this, trying to escape from the loading bay because they're unarmed.
Right.
And the other Thrall over here is going to take that power core out of the generator on the right hand side, and is going to then spend as many actions as possible walking, try and get off the board, and we're going to try and go that way. Which is 1 action to pick up, and then with a walk, I don't think we're quite off the board, we're going to just sort of like nudge
Are you going
past
to try
you.
and get off the board?
Yeah, this
Can
way.
we follow them if they get off the board?
That way you can if you like, yes.
Right.
But the main,
And it will be dealt with off the board.
yeah, you'll just disappear off the board.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you want to escape that way, you can do, but you will basically be escaping at mid level.
Okay.
So the 2 small doors are exits to the deeper levels. The back, all the other board edges are escape to the mid levels, and the 2 boards up here are escaping to the upper levels of the station.
Okay.
So those are those 2 Thralls. The Cherubim was already activated. The only thing remaining then is now speed 2, which is the Castellax, which is a service pattern Castellax. It has a flamer and a fusion welder, and it has a shock charger in one of its hands. So it is going to. Oh, things are happening.
So they're
Oh yeah.
tokens
Oh,
to
yeah, okay.
users.
Activation markers.
Activations.
So
So the Castellax randomising who it approaches in the middle.
yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the things from its left to right. It goes for the Inquisitor, and it's going to try and walk up to the Inquisitor and actually going to try and charge them.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So that's 2 successes, which charges a run. So it'll get into combat, and it will stop at its reach 2 weapon,
Okay.
which is going to then get a free attack as part of that charge with a shock charger.
Fucking hell.
Roll.
So we will work out what the roll is for that. So I'm saying that Castellax, because they are big, fighting normal sized things that are small, they get the negative for half human size, essentially. And because the weapon reach, I've got reach 2, whereas Glenn's Inquisitor's got reach 3, that's another negative 10. So I'm hitting on a 10.
No,
I miss.
53. Right. Glenn, can he attempt to parry that even though you missed, in case he gets like a
He
riposte?
can. Yes.
I'm not going to. You missed. It's fine.
So they start the next turn.
Yeah, so at the start of the next turn, one of the power couplings has been removed and the alarms are going off. So the shutter at this hangar door,
Okay.
half of which has been removed.
I kept on
Yeah,
knocking it
knocking
over.
So the shutter is now closed and locks. You hear the shutter trundle down fairly quickly, hits the ground, and you hear bolts engage.
Is it just that side?
Both sides. So because the alarm's going off and a power core has been removed, the hangar is now inaccessible. The door is locked. You can't be hacked from a terminal here.
Okay.
And some other adversaries will come on at their speed step,
Okay.
which is speed 3.
Inquisitor Saltmarshes go first.
Yeah. So Inquisitor Saltmarsh, unhappy with being attacked by a Castellax, is going to try and dodge out of the way, which takes a test, and then he's going to run up here to try and get to what's going on up here.
Okay. To
Right.
the top right loading bay, we'll refer to it for now, not knowing what sort of bay it is.
Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff going on. There's some consoles. There's some
satellite?
sort of satellite dish. Some other bits and pieces.
Okay, how do we disengage?
So disengage just takes an initiative test at a modifier.
Okay.
At 20. So his initiative is 91. So,
Right.
but first
So
let's roll his 6 actions.
Yeah.
Six dice. See how much he's got.
Oh, we've got a few.
4. Nice.
Right. And then, do you want to just roll the initiative check, and if you succeed, we don't even need to, like if you get a 5, we don't even need to look up whether it's with modifiers. 76.
He failed. Just.
Or
The
even-
modifier is 20.
Right.
So he's going to have to use his second action.
Yeah, because
Out
he's going
of
to
the
repeat
4.
it until he does it, right?
Fine. Just. He's in initiative 91.
So that's 2 actions, so you've got 2 running actions.
And 1 counts as a running action.
Ah, right, okay. So
So
you've got
it's-
effectively 18 distance that you can move.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do these. Okay, so perfectly, these stairs are 6 inches.
Okay.
Wow, people at Games Workshop are really thinking these things through.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 12 inches up here, and he's gonna, for his third action,
Investigate the satellite dish. Investigation going on. I don't actually know that has happened. The second in the order is, I believe, my Inquisitor at 81. So my actions are going to be Hereticus! I'm going to charge into the sage and attempt to like sweep its legs out, disable it, so that it can't do anything but preserve its like memory cores and stuff. Because we need to do some inquiring as the Inquisition. So I'm going to get 4 successes as well. So we do the first action charge, which includes combat, and then because of how combat works, you pause for breath for free after every attack, essentially.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 actions left. I'm going to use my Power Gladius, which is reach 2. So I'll be drawing that, I suppose, as I run, which is a negative to my roll to hit. So my weapon skill's 90. I've got reach 2, which is plus 20. I've drawn a weapon so I don't get a charge bonus. So using my Power Gladius, I'm 110 for my weapon skill. I get 37, which isn't 10% of what I needed, because that'd be 11.
Yeah.
So it's not like a critical or anything. So I do 2d6 or 2d10, damage to it. So we'll just use the 10s unit on the 10s dice. I do 8 damage to the scribe. And the scribe, where do I hit it? I hit it in the 34, which is the closest arm to me.
Yeah.
They're both sort of equidistant, so we'll randomise the right
yeah.
one on the 4 to 6. It's the right arm doing 8 damage.
But what else? It's
So light injury on the arm, no effect, and that's what I've done, isn't it?
yeah.
So I've got. He's done an injury, takes it to light. That's 8 damage, and its consciousness level or system shock is 12 and 30 respectively.
Yeah.
So it's still standing from that first attack.
But we need to mark its 8 damage.
That's the first action. My second will be a follow-up attack with my gladius. So that's another
Where did you injure him?
in the right arm.
Oh.
My second, so it's 110 again. I get 100,
Yep.
which still hit. Oh no, is that just an automatic failure?
Yeah.
Yeah. 96, 7, 8.
Okay,
9.
so
Wow.
do you want
Didn't
to...
think that'd ever come up
Yeah.
when we were talking about it the other day.
Yeah. When's that going to happen?
Well, right now.
Yeah.
So parrying, you've not got something to parry, have you?
No, so it would just be unarmed, and I can't unarm parry because I've not got bionic arms. I've just got mecha dendrites.
Right, so I've got effectively 2 attacks
Yeah.
left. My next one is 47. So I hit.
Yeah.
It's still not critical level. So I get 2d10. I get 10 damage
Yep.
to the 66.
So 10 to the 66 is abdomen. That is one of my base injury value. I need a pencil.
Yeah.
Which is light, which we'll look at in a second. And that's also a knockback. What damage did you do before? 8. So you've knocked me
Yeah.
back twice. So you'd have to do an advance and hit.
So they're just included within the close combat action.
Yeah, they're one of the things. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you've knocked me
But
back
you
again.
will be like pushed to here,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know how far you get.
Anything about knockback?
So the knockback, which I actually got, that's D3, 2,
Yeah.
and I step up
Yeah.
2 after each
Yeah.
action. So I've got
We're
one.
still technically a yard away from each other.
Yeah, I've got one combat action left at this point. So I'll step up and I'll actually use both weapons at this point because I've got my stave in my left hand
Yeah.
and my gladius in the right hand. Honestman strikes! So with the gladius first, it was 114 to hit last time.
Yeah. I don't know, you did the
No, 110.
110.
It's minus 20 for using 2 weapons. And I get 83, so I do hit.
Yep.
I hit in what location? 67.
67 is the abdomen.
Okay. So that's 2d10 damage again. So it's 11, which is double plus 1 of knockback value, so it's knockback and stunned.
Yeah, knockback stunned. It's also 2, was it 11?
Yes.
There's only 1 of my base injury value. And that doesn't push me into heavy injury, does it? You have to do...
And then my stave, I've got reach 4, so I'm plus 40.
Yep.
Using 2 weapons minus 20.
Yep.
So again, it's 90 to hit.
Yes.
I get
A critical
a
hit.
1. Yeah.
Wow.
And can I choose the location of this to like the abdomen, like I've been hitting and hitting and hitting?
I think that's how that works. Pause. So at 32.
So Henry there is working out, we've realised I should have been adding my strength level to that
Yep.
damage. So with this critical hit, we double the damage it does.
Yep.
What location is it to? To the 2.
Leg.
And I can
You
I
add
move that by
20
20?
You can add 20 in combat, yes.
So that just keeps it on the leg though,
It's still
doesn't
in
it?
legs, yeah.
Right. And what does that do? It does D6 plus 2.
5, 10. Double.
10. Double.
10 points of damage to the leg, which is 1 of my base injury value. Is any leg closer than the other? No, but it'll be right.
I suppose it's on the left hand side because my character. Oh, it'd be the right leg.
Yeah.
Because he's
'Cause I'm
facing
wrong,
my
yeah.
character. So it sweeps from the.
So it's a light injury there, and how much was that? Was that 10?
Yes.
So our total injury now is 42, which is above my conscious level.
Is that plus my strength value? Oh, so it adds 2 for the strength values as well.
Add 2? Add
It
1.
doubles after the
Oh, yes,
strength
it does,
modifier.
yes. Okay, yes, it goes to 2. So it goes to 44 points of damage, which is almost at my toughness, but well over my conscious level.
Poorly.
Unwell. Slightly not well.
Effectively, so I took you over your conscious level
Yep.
with the gladius.
Yep.
So I've then bashed you on the way down.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what that does. Heretic scum is down and unconscious, and can I follow up on to
Have you got
stand
more
over the
actions?
body?
Have you got any more actions?
No, but he's not. Oh, it's part of the start of an action to follow up, isn't it? Not the end.
It's advance and attack. So if you've got no more actions, you've knocked him, he's unconscious on the floor, and you're there. panting with robot blood on your stick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this.
The Castellaris.
His little boy is going to be really upset with you now.
Yeah.
Maybe. But bring it on, heretics! Right.
We need you need to put a counter in the bottom of this video for word of the Emperor, or in the Emperor's name, or mentioning the Emperor and mention the word heretic, and just have a little tally going through.
Yeah, which one gets mentioned more?
Yeah.
Right. So that is Inquisitor Honestman's go.
Mhm.
Next up in the initiative order.
Is Agrimoni St. Lucia, the envoy, who is actually a psyker.
Okay.
So they're going to use Psychic Impel, which is like force throw, basically, to smash that thing. So
The
it's like,
cherub.
Yeah, so you like throw it 2d10 yards, right, onto the ground. So I want to be like... yeah, like, so I'm going to try and throw
Awesome.
it into this thing, right?
Yeah,
Oh, into the
Stop
furnace.
Escaping, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Into the side of the furnace, yeah.
Well, into the side of it anywhere, just like proper, like.
Like
Good.
swing.
So, the difficulty rating is... so, are you spending any actions concentrating to G up the psychic forces?
Well, I have 5 speed, so I'm going to use all of my actions apart from the last one, I suppose.
Okay. Well, no, good. So you basically can spend an action to concentrate, and an action to concentrate adds plus 10 to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
psychic.
Oh,
So-
but he means he wants to get it off this turn, so can he, if he rolls, does he have to say I'm concentrating for 3, and then if I only roll 3 actions, I don't get to cast the power? That
Or can I
Yeah.
concentrate for 2, like roll dice, concentrate for that? No, that sounds really cheesy. No, fuck it, I'm just going to cast it, see what happens.
Alright, concentrate for 1, Glenn.
I've got willpower. I've got willpower 90,
Right
Okay.
there.
and it's a 0 difficulty spell.
Spoken
So,
like someone
the
who
only-
hasn't rolled 100 on dice up to now.
So-
Ever.
So you have. I'm going to say you have line of sight. It is dark, but not having line of having line of sight would give you plus 20, but you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Each action concentrating adds 10. Range to target is 1 per yard away.
Okay.
So the difficulty at that range. Oh, beg pardon, wrong person. Is it this guy that's going
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
This guy, right?
So when we check the thing with
yeah,
It's
earlier,
like 11.
So, 11. So it becomes 11 more difficult, so it takes you to a 79.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Because
I'm happy.
I also have a psychic hood, whatever that.
And you've got a hood, right?
To re-roll that, yeah.
Yeah, that lets you reroll. Right, okay, so 79. Whites is 10s again,
Yeah.
as per. 47.
That's a pass.
So what's that, 2d10 that you get to go in distance?
Yeah.
Right, roll your 2d10.
So
Glenn.
it suffers knockback effects in that direction, and then it falls prone.
Okay.
Okay. Poor little cherub.
5.
5 inches.
So it'll take
Which
it
is enough to crash it into the thing.
Yeah.
and then have 2.5 inches left over if that matters for the speed of its
Nah, it's
collision
alright.
or something.
I think that's just awesome for it to be like.
Yeah.
And damage-wise, it counts as having fallen 5 yards, so we look at
Oh, wow.
falling damage.
So the damage d6 plus 5.
Yeah, so it has 1 damage added for every yard fallen.
And
That's
D6
5.
flat.
And then
Yeah.
it's D6 per 5 yards. So it's
Oh, no, yeah,
fell
yeah.
5 yards.
Yeah. So it's one hit for each 5 yards, and then the damage is d6 plus 1 for each yard.
Exactly.
Right, okay, cool.
D6 plus 5.
Oh, I love
So 11 damage.
Smash.
I don't know where that lands, but that is above my system shock value already. And it's
Oh no.
more than twice my base injury value. So roll a location. See what I bonk which bit of me I bonk. So a D.
Here is your-
D100, yeah.
With the white ones are 10s?
Yeah.
So 36, 39.
39.
I bonked my arm.
Good.
So let's see which arm.
The left
he was
arm's
running
closer.
away, so it was left arm. So he bonks his left arm for a heavy damage because it's twice my base injury value. We've taken
So drops his
11,
trumpet.
and he does drop his trumpet.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get a trumpet!
A toughness test or loses consciousness, which we pass on a 33. Toughness of 50. But he is not.
Oh, so he's not the unconsciousness value yet.
No, not the unconscious. The conscious value is 25. System shock is if you take that much injury in one go. Toughness test or you're out of action.
Okay. Right. Who is next on the speed, Glenn?
For me, I've got Tresco Carnea, thank you.
I'm 65.
Tresco Carnea, initiative 72.
So you next.
So, where is he?
So Glenn, it's Impetuous guy.
Yeah.
Has he got my Desperado 6 like he said he was? Like
So yeah, exactly, right? He's good. He's got his 6. Tresco Carnea's coming over. Like, he's just going to move one over here and
pause for breath until later in the round.
do you know, actually, he's going to come in. He's going to get behind your guy, but then he's going to shoot over his shoulder. He's going to use all his remaining actions shooting the Castellax.
Okay. So, roll all of your actions. And he's got 5 speed, so he rolls 5 dice.
Yeah, he's actually. I need a second because I think I'm going to throw a stasis grenade at it. Dun.
Okay, let's get into the actions.
Right,
So
cool.
4 dice to see how.
5 dice.
5 dice. Sorry, cheating you out of it. This is my natural competitiveness with other Inquisitors.
All right, 5 dice. Let's do something. So he's going to run over, get to your Drek or whatever he's called, right? Hand on his shoulder. I got this.
So you get 3 successes. So the run will definitely get you to my shoulder. And
Yeah.
you're going directly behind me in line of the Castellax.
Yeah.
So like to this point. And then you'll fire at the Castellax, which is within 6. So with a pistol is no range
So not even a run, that, by the way. That was just a walk.
So
Yeah.
you got there easy. So you did no range modifier for that. Are you firing with your own hand or has he got 2 pistols?
He's got 1 pistol.
Right, so it's just your flat BS value there. It's well above, it's double human size. So you get a bonus to your ballistic skill for that of, where is above human size? So you get
It's
plus
range
30
A, by
for
the
that.
way, this one.
Yeah, so range A within 6 is a flat roll. So it's
Got the worst pistol in the game. Laser sight.
so naval pistols are -5, Glenn's just said.
Increases his chances of making a play shot by 10%.
Ah, right, cool. So that's on, if you roll 20% value,
Yeah.
you get a place shot. You've got 81 for ballistic skill, -5 is 76. You're firing at a target twice human size, so plus 30, so 106. So 26.
Yeah, roll low.
Roll low, yeah. Who knew? Right. 26 is a place shot.
No. 57.
57.
But I got a chance to do some damage to this Castellax.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 4. Use my blood dice, red dice.
Okay. Where does it go?
First, yeah, good point. 29.
29 is the leg that's closest, so that's left.
Left leg.
And damage is 6.
Plus 4, 10.
So what is the armor, Glenn,
So hang on.
on the left leg?
Power armor.
So that's -10.
So it's 0. Wow.
Oh no.
So we have learned. Do you have that rubber?
That maybe, yeah, we need to use the incendiary charges and stuff. So next comes Drek, my Desperado, who's going to defer action to later in the turn. Then it's Sister Jocelyn, who, chanting the words of the Emperor, the Emperor is good, the Emperor is great, forgive us our fate, is going to hop over that barrier and then run round to the cherub and sort of just pump shots into its body.
Yeah.
So he's not a stunt, he's going to be like execution.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, like full on, I suppose like full on. Yeah, pumping grenades into its torso.
Like while you hold it down, while you pin it by its broken wings.
Oh yeah. Right, so let's go for that. I've got 2 actions. So the run is 6.
Well,
and
charge,
then-
right? Oh no, you're gonna shoot, right? So run.
I want to do the actual, the bolter
Yeah,
to
cool.
it.
Sick.
So I've got 6 round or over the terrain. So I want to go around the corner, so I'm going to step and step for 2, 3, 4, 5, and like in contact with it round this other side. And then going to, from point blank range, place the muzzle against the centre of its wings and fire a single grenade, a single bolt round grenade into its spine.
Sick. So I would just. It's only got 14 left.
Right, and I'm 2d10 plus 4.
So that's it. The average of that is that 14, right?
Should we say unless because we just started making this up that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Unless I critically fail on my shots, so I'm still going to roll to hit.
Then you destroy it.
Yeah. And we'll see how big the explosion of its chest is as well, to see if it impacts the head. I get a 91, so it's not a critical fail.
Look, just
about.
Hell.
So he's blasted apart. Glenn, you seem surprised that I'm rolling badly.
It's covered in you're covered in shit. Your beautiful white armor ruined by that. Ruined by it.
But the enemies of the Emperor are gone.
Yeah.
And he likes that. There goes my Emperor. Watch him as he sits. That's my new chant for the word of the Emperor.
You should.
Is the head destroyed?
Have you ever seen the Transformers cartoon, the movie?
Yeah.
Transformers, the movie?
Yeah.
Do you know when Starscream tries to be the new Megatron, and then Galvatron comes in and he blasts Starscream, and then Starscream's like
tumbling out of it.
Like the crown tumbles down, and Megatron like crunches the crown, right? I feel like that you should do that with the trumpet.
Don't crunch the trumpet.
The trumpet is getting crunched.
Yeah.
So it goes crunch it now.
So you like your sister to battle like.
Sister of Battle just stomp on that poor cherub.
Glenn smashed it into
Why
the
is everyone
the
killing
furnace.
cherubs?
Well, it's flying off at fast speed.
That's true.
Untrustworthy.
Yeah, so my Sister of Battle, for Henry's benefit, who's just come in, has hopped over, placed her foot on the cherub, and fired a bolt round into its torso.
Amazing.
Between the wings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Severing it.
Yeah, exactly.
This mortal coil.
Is the head destroyed?
Yeah.
Probably.
No, because you destroyed the torso.
Right, so its head is somewhere. Let's scatter the head. So I want that head.
God.
Pegged one way.
Right. So the head from the point it
Just
was.
like roll a head token.
Oh yeah, do that. Glenn, throw it. Wow,
Cool.
the head ends really far away. It bounces off Honestman.
What are you doing?
Does she stumble? Does she stumble? A critical fail. No, she doesn't stumble as the head that ricochets off her shoulder. So that is my next go. After that, that's speed 62. You're 61, Glenn?
61.
So who is this? Who is these?
This guy.
Oh, the guy that's about to execute
Burn
the
it
throw.
Fescue. Yeah.
No relation.
But no relation, yeah. He's yeah, he's gonna
Murder shot to the thrall.
Yeah, he's just gonna take a turn to aim, and then shoot the thrall in the head from point blank range.
Okay.
Cool. So he aims and he gets a shot off. And is that going to be 2 shots? Bang, bang. Double tapping.
Nah, just one shot. He's
You got 3 successes.
It's to the cranium.
So bonk,
2.
bonk.
If it's 1 shot, 2 aims then.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that's 2 successful aims and a shot. So you are hitting on your ballistic skill. Look at your weapon table. I have the weapon table. What's the range profile?
E.
So it's 0
A,
at this
no
range.
change. You are, there's no combined action. You have aimed, which gives you a bonus. I can't find where that is now.
It's
Each
plus
action
20.
20.
So it's plus 40.
Plus 40. You're not resting. Is it your offhand or your
His normal hand.
normal
He's ambidextrous. But it's range E actually, not A.
range E? 0. Still
Yeah.
love it. So you are hitting then on ballistic skill plus 40.
Wow. Blammo!
Yes.
Right. Roll as a check. 1.
A 1. I'm going to say that is an aimed place shot because
Yeah.
that is even though you didn't state it, that is such a spectacular success.
For this position of a model?
So you get to place your shots. So I would say you've got a plus 20 on that. I think you've hit so well that'll be a plus 20 for being placed on, plus 20 for a critical success on rolling a 1. So that will give you plus 40 to your location roll. Just in case
location
you
roll.
shoot him in the foot.
Alright, just shoots in the head, surely.
87.
Oh, so
that's definitely going to be in the head.
that's in the
120.
chest normally.
Yeah.
Plus-
So the head.
Yeah, with
Nice.
2 plus 20s. So let's see how much damage you do.
Not that much, unfortunately. 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, surely critical to the head.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a critical, it's double damage.
8.
So it's
16. I'm looking at the wrong stat line.
the head. So Henry, what does that damage do?
So, you have done 16 points of damage, which is more than its knockback value, as it happens, for if it was relevant.
Being shot in the head.
It is 3 times its base injury value, which puts it 3 rungs up the thing, which means it has an acute head injury. It's also over its system shock value, so it automatically suffers system shock. However, we need to have a little look at the thing, because I would have thought that would put us into... Oh no, just put us into acute. So there isn't critical.
So that's system shock as
It is
well. for the
auto
acute.
system shock out without rolling.
Okay.
So it is down, but it's not completely dead.
Right.
It basically is.
Where is the location? Oh, we don't know this yet. I'm going to have to search it. Right. So the thrall is down. Does it drop that energy core?
Yes, it's just in his hand.
One of oh no, that's how the arms when it isn't. When you shoot the arm, they're like, ah, fuck. I love that as an effect. It's so funny. They're like, rather than doing anything proper, they're just like, fuck.
Yeah, that's me.
Ah.
Felt like an electric shock.
Yeah. I bite my elbow.
Right. I'm going to jump in with Drac, the Desperado next.
What's his initiative?
Initiative, I passed before, so I can jump in at any point.
Oh yeah.
He's going to run, pick up that energy core, and then throw it underneath the Castellax's feet.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to do the run and pick up as a single action.
As a combined action, yeah.
As I run over to this corner
It
here.
becomes a risky action. Don't roll more 1s than 6s. Well, if you try and pick it up and it's under the body, you just fall over.
Okay.
The effect isn't going to be bad.
You
did
fail
roll more
risky.
1s than 6s, but you ran to it, and as you're picking it up, you stumble.
Yeah.
So you stop there.
So I pick it up.
Yeah, you
but
grabbed it, but you've not quite been able to get it out of the ground. I'm
loser.
not making you get injured by it.
Loser. Oh, he's rubbish. You could just die. Right, okay. So next, I've done my sister, I've done my Desperado. I'm just next at initiative 50 with speed 4.
Okay, I've got initiative. Who the fuck is that? Initiative 60 here. Speed 4. For this guy.
Yeah.
For Glaucus Juan with a shock maul, who is going to end the existence of the thrall in front of him.
Okay.
So he's going to charge, I suppose, right? And then
the other actions are
And
done
then
after that, yeah.
yeah. So I need to. Do I need to roll for my charge anyway, right?
Just
in case.
So you've got 3 actions.
Yeah, you get a charge, which is your first action, and then you've got 2 more actions to use in combat. So you get your free attack on the charge, so your weapon skill, plus 10 for charging, and then there are some other modifiers that will follow shortly.
So it's weapon skill plus 30.
So that takes me to 111.
So you can only fail on a 96 to 100.
And an 11 is a crit.
62.
That's a hit. So hit location and damage. So you can roll a d100
Hit location.
and... Yeah.
3.
The 3, so it hits the legs, but
Oh,
you can
good.
add 20.
He's still the legs
Still
with
legs.
adding 20.
Yep.
You swept the leg.
Not the groin.
No. Yeah. Just throw those groin shots.
That's I'm
2
so
more attacks though.
I'm so annoyed about that.
And then roll
Right.
your damage dice.
D6 plus 3.
It's
5.
5.
damage. I have
Does it
no
add
armor
like
there.
a shock amount?
Yeah. So the shock maul has like its kind of particular rules about you have
I
to
can
take
be
a toughness
stunned if I
test.
fail a toughness test.
Yeah.
Okay. Toughness test, Henry.
So,
Toughness
well,
test.
hang on. Well, I'm already at base injury value, and that's leg. So let's do, that's light damage leg, 5. Not at...
Light damage leg does
Nothing.
no additional effect.
No additional effect. Toughness test. I passed the toughness test on a 20.
Okay.
So, and you don't knock me back. So then you've got 2 more actions.
Yeah.
Since you're still engaged, you can attack, you can circle, you can advance and attack, you can step back, you could fire a pistol at arm's length. You're not at arm's length. Or you can break off.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Smack him.
43.
43.
So I don't get all that quite so many bonuses anymore, right? Because I'm not charging anymore.
Yeah, no, so you don't get, you still get the plus 20 for the reach, but you don't get a plus 10 for charging.
Yeah,
So still a hit. It's
Nice.
not a critical, so location dice.
12 leg again.
Yeah, it goes to 32.
All right.
Yeah, so damage again.
This leg is.
It is the groin. You can go for the groin.
32, yes. Good. I do have carapace arm on my groin, which is...
Yeah, but you could put your shock so he could.
I
you could
wanted to
stu-
take the toughness
Yeah,
test.
but you could stun him to the dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hit him in the
That's
groin
the
even
plan.
with armor.
Yeah. See if we do any damage anyway. 6.
Yeah, 6 you cause no points of damage.
Yeah. Toughness test.
So if
though.
he said,
And I'm just going to do stacked toughness tests. 52, we fail, we are stunned.
so he's definitely a male servitor.
Although, bizarrely, that is the only servitor that has a female body. So don't assume gender. I mean, I imagine a shock mole to the
Anywhere,
will
yeah.
probably do the same thing. Oh, so you were...
What happens when something's stunned?
It might get knocked over, might go prone, but I'll have a look. I think it's just stunned. I think it's just stunned. They say
he's
stand
like
up and they're
dazed.
just dazed. They don't get their... They're reduced to speed 1 for the next turn.
So you've got 1 more actions left, Glenn.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah.
No. 2 hits. That's a critical as
That
well.
is a critical hit, so that is, you get to add another 20 to your location target and the damage.
That's a
I would say.
92.
92, that's hitting it in the head with the...
Oh, 92 is the
modifier.
chest.
But I add to
You
add
add
to it,
plus
don't,
20.
don't I?
He
So
doesn't
head.
have armor on his head.
Cool.
So he's
Oh, in the tray. 4,
7.
5, 6, 7. So that is
14 to the head.
14 to the head. So we now go to total injuries 19. Which... How many damage do we do? 14.
So he's heavy on the head. And
That's
heavy on the
knockback.
head is... adds d6 to injury total, suffer -1 speed. So d6 to the injury total, Glenn. 2.
2 goes to 21 total. We are approaching a consciousness level, but we have hit system shock. So toughness test or out of action. Failed out of action.
Excellent. He's been bonked on the head there.
I still think it's the groin injury, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what did it.
Like, yeah, definitely.
He gets human aware sentience again.
No! Why at this moment? 1,000 years of no sentience. Why now?
He's giving us spoilers, Glenn. 1,000 years.
Arbitrary value.
Right. On to the next speed.
Pots.
I've got 50.
50 as well.
Okay. Oh, so that's me first.
Yeah, you always go first with this one.
Right. So what I'm going to do with my actions, I'm going to pick up that data. Oh, sorry, not the data.
Power thing, yep.
The power thing
One
that's
action.
next to me. Do you know what? No, we're not. We're not going to grab that Hereticus stuff yet. I'm going to run as fast as I can towards that Castellax and try and jump on its back,
Oh.
if possible,
Okay.
and start ripping out wires.
Okay.
1 success.
Yes.
So I'm going to go 6, 4, 6. Okay. Useful. Getting towards the action. That's me, Glenn. I've got
Nice.
Servo Skull at low.
Anyway, Potts
Is that the grizzled veteran?
Firestick, who's too old for this shit, is seeing what Tresco's doing, right? And he's like, no, don't do it, don't do it. And he's gonna like run over and he's gonna try and hold him back from the foolish mistake he thinks he's gonna make,
Okay.
Okay.
right? So he's just gonna run over and he's gonna push him out the way and he's gonna try and get over here, round here,
Okay.
right? So he's gonna run around here, push him away and go to there.
Okay. Roll your actions. Use mine if you would like.
No.
Never.
I would not.
Yours
Use
are
my own
poison
dice.
and roll really bad.
Dice available on Patreon subscribers. And YouTube memberships now. I couldn't not say that anymore.
Yeah, of course.
But
So he's like, like 8 inches away, and then that's another 2, right? So he's just gonna come here and he's gonna push him out the way. No,
no.
don't do it.
You were my friend, Trax.
And that's all he needs to do.
Right. Servo skull.
And then this wanker. This.
Yeah, any order. Do you want to do yours first?
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got your servo skill as well. Go ahead.
Yeah. It defaults to 1 action again.
Oh nice.
So I believe scans this turn.
Oh yeah.
So the scan is active. So the reliquary has a log round proclaiming.
The word of the Emperor.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on this game. A lot of that going on. It goes well.
Yeah.
My awareness test. I get a 13, and I've got a bioscanner, so I effectively become aware of everything on the board. So I can see this cherub and what it's doing this turn. That is all of our actions, Henry. You have got actions.
So we have some out of actions thralls. At initiative 3, however, some more thralls arrive. So we have a thrall out of the way antique box.
So we've got extra thralls on the board. Henry,
Yep.
your right-hand thrall.
So we have a base thrall over here, my left, your right, screen right, stage
Space
thrall.
Nautical Right.
Space Nautical Right is going to move up to this corner to see the castle axe, and he's going to walk up to there. He sends many walking actions as it needs to get to this corner, and then he's going to shoot randomly at one of these 3.
Yeah.
Based on a dice roll. We'll see how far he gets. All of them.
Wow.
So he gets a 4.
So that's to the end.
Yeah, so 2 walking up to there is his second walk up to there, and now that he can see, he's going to shoot between the various targets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. He's going to shoot the big thing.
The reliquary.
And he's going to shoot with his. Not got enough.
Las Cannon!
He has a mitra lock. Las lock rather. So this range, 50. There is the modifier for me walking. No, it's not combined action.
No. But that walked in its last turn, so it's -8.
-8.
Or 7 or whatever. But you missed on a 97.
I failed on a 97.
Okay.
And that is his attempt at shooting. And that's his action.
Which one's next?
Another thrall is going to be the thrall on my right hand, Space Nautical South. Is going to.
East.
He's got line of
East, Henry, surely.
East down.
Obviously.
Is going to shoot at the back of.
Goody man.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, the closest target, servo thing. It's going to shoot the closest target.
Okay.
And it's going to try and shoot 3 times. We get 1 shot off, which is our free one.
So you're 50. I didn't move in my last action, so it's -0. I'm a small target, so it's -30.
It is, and I miss on a 57. So that's that thrall. Then we have some odd-looking thralls that have also appeared. The 2 odd-looking thralls over here. The one closest to the camera is going to trudge round to where the thrall was injured here, and actually going to walk as much as is needed to here, and then.
Where's here?
So make part here is under my finger, but behind.
So it's behind the servo skull and next to the crate, the shipping
Indeed,
container.
and I don't think we're going to be aware of what's there at this point from that one, so we're just going to walk to there as fast as we can, which is 2 movements, so that's 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's just like playing Monopoly, a board game. And the other guy can see, so he is going to shoot. Now he is an O-class thrall, and an O-class thrall has a choice of weapons, which I'm going to randomise as from the top 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I'm going to re-roll 5s and 6s.
Who are you shooting at?
The only target you can see.
Right.
So the 6 is going to be a re-roll. The 6 is going to be a re-roll. I love Mechanicum dice.
Take any weapon that you want, Henry.
We're going to shoot a las pistol as many times as we can. They're only speed 2.
Right. So a las pistol is range E.
Yep, range E.
You're
You have,
6 to 10 inches away from me, which is -10.
Yep, -10, and you have moved in the last action. You ran, I believe.
I ran, so that's -12, and I'm in heavy cover.
Yes.
So heavy is.
See your left arm, chest, head, groin, left leg. Can't see your right arm, right leg.
Okay.
So let's see how many shooting actions I get. I get 1 shooting action with my las pistol. So with skill 60, minus 10, minus 12. We worked out.
Yeah, for running and range.
Yeah. So we are minus 22. So we're down to 40, 38. And we miss on a 94.
Wildly.
Yes. So we've had an action with a move, an action with a shoot, we've had a move and shoot, and we've had a shoot. The only remaining one is Thorvan here, who's going to move to this corner and then try and shoot at the Sister of Battle. We only get a free action, so we only get the move. We're going to trudge slowly to this corner.
So that's at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes.
So what is the Castellax doing,
So
Henry?
the Castellax has a flame in its left gauntlet, and it's going to turn to face the central target, and it'll turn and then shoot. So it does its a turn, which would be its free action. Do we get enough actions to shoot? We do not. So we just turn, and we're not quite going to shoot.
Right. And then you've got the Cherub.
The Cherub, actually, big pardon, it should have been speed 3. So the Cherub is going to float behind the Castellax with its free move and just follow it along, so it floats down and hides behind the Castellax.
Okay. Right, so that is the end of the turn, and we'll get into the next of the Inquisitorial Warbands, essentially, before the Thrall turn. So we've got I've got a plan, and we'll see if Glenn follows along with the plan. I'm going to defer all my actions until I get to my Desperado.
Yeah.
And if you've got anyone that wants to act before that.
No, so they're gonna wait as well, and they're gonna track the aim on your Desperado.
Okay. Right, my Desperado.
Hang on, I got one guy who's gonna
Okay.
take an action actually. So my Inquisitor, right, he is gonna come over here and,
to the end of the causeway.
and pause for breath.
Okay. So roll you
So what
6
speed,
action
what
dice.
speed are you going to go there?
I think this is fast paced.
Yeah, he's gonna run.
You going to run? Yeah, okay.
So you get 6 dice.
And he's gonna like, you know,
You
ready.
hold on to the thing, ready to jump.
4 actions. Nice.
So,
So-
2 will get you to that edge.
It will. A 6 and a 6 gets you due into here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
That's 2.
Okay, and then the other 2?
Saved.
Saved.
Right. And you've not got lightning reflexes, have you? So
Yeah,
it's
just
to
one.
save.
Just one. That's
So my Desperado is going to use the first action to like sort of sling and slide the energy core, which is like full, underneath the Castellax's feet. And then I'm going to do the next activations after that to get the hell out of there. And I'm going to run sort of backwards over the skull of the Cherub. And try and, if I can get as far, I'm going to sprint to behind the shipping container and wait there. Sort of like crouch, I suppose. I get 3 activations. So the first one is the throw, and then I'll get 2 sprints.
So throwing things.
Right, so it's, after a lot of reading, it's a standard roll to hit.
Yep.
I get
75.
75, which is a miss by
So
4.
it scatters 2d10.
fucking hell.
It scatters 2d10.
Yeah.
So
That'll be like.
So d6,
yep, d6. Keep it sensible.
it scatters
Is it
6. Oh, I suppose it hits, but
Yeah.
it scatters that way. If it doesn't just hit.
Yep, so if it'll land somewhere over here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
next to the Sister of Battle, I wouldn't shoot it now if I
Yeah.
were you.
I think he's going to be shot.
No. I'm gonna. Oh fuck. Okay.
That didn't go as well as planned. Get the hell out of there.
Well.
Well, I suppose I then sprint
Yeah.
with the rest of my action to here.
Everyone's like, "Fuck have you
How
got?"
many actions of sprinting do you have? 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we-
20 inches.
Yeah. Well with it.
wherever he wants.
With that, we're both going to butt in with our action. So, Micro Bead. Oh, no, Honestman is going to butt in straight away.
Of course he is.
She's going to give the channel a channel code to you, Glenn,
All right.
of how we're going to communicate with our interlinks.
Yeah.
So that, let me see how many actions I've got. I'm going to spend 2 actions, going to designate 2 actions for talking before then sprinting away with as many actions as I've got. I've got 1, so I can give you the Vox interlink B. Excellent. Right, so there you go. You've got our codes. Everything's on you now, Glenn.
So
He's not our internal comms, but it's something we can talk on.
all right, so we've got these new shooting servitors have come in, and we've exhausted the different terminals to see what's happened. What they can
Henry's
offer
got a
us.
word of our plans and thought
So-
maybe not.
So we have basically two options. We can either try and fight out, well, three options, I guess. We're probably not going to want to fight our way through these thralls to get from where they're coming from. Presumably, there's going to be more of them that way. So we can either come through this way, through out of the end of on the ground floor, or we can go up a level and we can go into the higher part, which is the dice, the command center of the station. Do you want to stay on the middle level, or shall we go to the command center?
Let's both go right. You take high, I'll take mid.
Okay, and then but in the next game then we'll be separated, which is fine. But
When in a horror movie do they not split up to search?
Yeah.
We'll cover more ground that way, Glenn. Honestman reckons we'll cover more ground that way. Why should we not?
that's true.
Why should we not split up?
that is true. We will cover more ground that way, and
And we shouldn't be directly just working together all the time. We're inquisitors that may not fully trust each other because you've not even told me what sect you are. You might be a Horisian for all I know.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go mid. And although we're going to stay in contact on our Vox beads,
okay.
we're not trustworthy of
Yeah,
each other.
that works. I'm going to go up, considering my Inquisitor's up here. I don't know if that thing can get upstairs, though.
He's got legs. Surely that's the purpose of legs.
Yeah, it does have legs, yeah. It's going to take a while. So...
It's going to take a while. Right.
My
Well,
guys are all going to stand up here shooting at whatever comes down.
Henry's stuff is all initiative 2 and 1.
Yeah, so we can just walk
Yeah,
away
let's
slowly.
do a load of our... So I think actually what I'm going to do is start activating him. I'm going to do my Confessor first so that I
Yeah.
can give a different order to my Servo Skull. And then I'm actually going to work from bottom to top in initiative by utilising like the pause
Yeah.
and wait. So let's work from bottom to top.
Okay.
And do you know, so I can know what actions everyone's taking. My
Yeah.
Confessor has speed 4, so it gets 2 actions. First one, beep, beep, beep. I'm going to reprogram the Servo Skull to fly over to the end and then sprint myself, which is 10 inches, which gets me to just past the dropped power core.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Jocelyn, who's speed 4, is going to walk over to the power core, pick it up, and then basically wait 4 inches away from the edge of the table. So I get 3 actions, which like 1 for moving, picking up, 1 for moving. So I'm going to get to here. My Desperado's already gone. My Inquisitor has already gone. So Glenn, my Servo Skull. 6, sprints to the edge of the table. So Glenn, you just resolve yours, I suppose.
Yeah, cool. So, I need some dice. Right.
I think that was just the easiest way of solving that sort of mechanics problem.
So, first off, he needs to spend an action to get that to move.
Yeah, your reliquary to me. Your envoy.
So we'll do him first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right. And I should have probably said this first. He's going to spend that action making this move, and then he's going to run this way, right?
Yeah, are you going up the stairs?
Up the
to join the
stairs,
Inquisitor?
yeah. And then,
So that's 30 inches that you can sprint in total.
yeah. So
He's next to that.
he's gunners.
Yeah.
Gunners, right? 30 inches.
Should I just pick him up?
Yeah, that's fine. Boop, boop, boop. This has no in-game value at all. Then this thing is gonna,
The reliquary.
the walking reliquary, the Martyrs of Ophelia 9,
Waddle.
is also gonna go up the stairs slowly, probably.
No.
Not that slowly. So
Well, it's Can it sprint or is it just a runner?
Run maximum.
Right,
So
so
it's 12. So it's going to be almost be at the top of the stairs at this point.
Yeah. So this is 12. Yeah, so it gets to.
I imagine it's noisy when it runs.
Yeah.
The power core went badly, Henry, so we decided to get out of there. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, we're basically running away. And then we
Service
have
robots are coming on.
Mupan. He's speed 6. He's just going to also spin.
With 3 actions and a reroll of this one. 4, he sprints over there.
Yep. I think they're probably going to have a little...
Because this is 12. 12, 36 gets him to the top of the...
Yeah. And then we've got the last 3. Oh no, fuck this guy. Oh my god. He's going to be left very lonely. Right. Sorry.
Maybe send off like a separate team.
Ooh.
That'll get very complicated.
I'd be running a lot. We thought Henry's running a lot. If I'm on 3 boards, so Glaucus has speed 4, so he's gonna again see if he can run and sprint off.
He gets 1.
1. He's gonna be just in front of.
Just in front of the Castellax.
Just in the Castellax.
Good job he's got a shield.
Yeah, great. And. Okay, so he is this guy. 5 for this guy.
Yeah, that's your...
Running away.
What is that, your young hothead?
Yeah, because he's been called now by the Inquisitor.
Yeah, so that's...
Get up here!
Yeah, well, well enough to get onto that top level.
Then we got this guy.
Well enough to get onto the top level.
He's good at running.
Your guys really know how to motor when they're called.
They do. Very obedient, all of them.
Yeah, they are very obedient, all of them. This guy, oh, he's got 4.
Yeah, the guy that executed the thrall has got 3 actions.
Yeah, he's up here. They've left.
Yeah, I think that's...
They've left 1 guy.
Yeah, and Goody Man. Honest Man. So,
Honest man, Goodface.
Honest Man McGoodman.
Right, what step are we at?
You.
Right, so we have some initiative 3 thralls. So this thrall...
That's the thrall with the las
Yeah,
gun.
the Laslock thrall on the left-hand side of the board, who is near your Desperado.
Yes.
I've seen the Desperado move into that position. So I'm going to move forwards, turn to the left to face, and then I'm going to... Oh, who picked up the baby skull? Possibly. So we're going to spend an action to move into a position where I can shoot you, and I'm going to turn that corner and shoot you.
Okay.
Which is 1 action, so I move up to the corner and turn to face you. But that's it. Yeah. Hello. And he's going to get murdered. We have the odd-looking thrall, who's behind the Desperado at the bottom of the stairs, is going to take shots, 3 lots of shots, at
Admilatus.
Chap here, whoever his name is.
Admilatus.
Admilatus, who is a...
Confessor.
He's the Confessor. So we will shoot with... We shot with the las pistol last time, so we'll just go down the tree. We'll shoot with the auto pistol.
Yes.
And we'll see how many of our 2 actions of shooting we get. We get 1 action of shooting. An auto pistol has a semi-auto mode with 4 shots.
Right. So you're minus 10 for the range.
Yep.
You've watched, so you've fought hitting on 40. Is there?
Yep.
There's
So
no
I've
cover?
got ballistic skill 60 on the class O thralls. So down to 50. There is a modifier for consecutive shots of semi-auto.
Yes. So it's minus 10 on each shot that you take. So if you shoot 3 shots, it's minus 30 to all of the shots.
Yeah. So it's minus 40 to all the shots. So I'm down to hitting on 10.
Oh, and I sprinted in my previous action, so that also is minus 12.
So I'm only
minus
hitting
52.
on 0 to 5s
Yes.
with my 4 shots. So nope.
1,
And
2
nope.
is no.
And 3 is a yes on a 3.
Yeah.
And 4 is a miss.
Okay.
So the one that hits you causes...
Where does it hit?
Location dice, and I'll do the damage at the same time, which is 2d6. So the location is 75, and it causes 2 damage.
75 is my abdomen, and I've got 4 points of armour
So
with
it does
my
no
mesh.
damage to you.
Okay. Right.
GG.
That's that then.
That's him. We're then on to these two thralls. This thrall was going to have to climb over here. We forgot about the stanchion. So he's going to climb over, which will be a risky action at walking pace. And we'll see if we can get over that top. We do. So we're going to get over there. And then the other things will be moved up to here somewhere. The
Thrall starting next to the shipping container.
is going to try and move to this corner and shoot at Goody on a stomach face. And we only get the move to the corner with a walk. And we have a thrall at close range who is going to shoot at this chap with the shield and the shock mole, whose name escapes me. We're going to do 2 lots of shooting actions.
Yeah.
We get 1 shooting action off. We are close range. The target was running, so that's minus. What do we say for
Minus
running?
12.
Minus 12 for hitting. So that's a normal Thorburst.
Very annoying amount.
Goes down to 38.
Right.
So 38 single shot is a hit on 26, which is 2d6 plus 3 damage, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage to location 0, 1, which is a leg.
A leg.
So 1 damage to your leg unless you've got some armour on his leg.
So that's the left leg.
Okay, but there's a very confusing thing about suppression shields that they don't seem to also have.
10 minus 4
Yep.
for the suppression shield, or
Yep.
for the armour is 6.
Yeah.
What's your threshold?
Toughness. Fuck, wrong one, guys. Sorry. He's got toughness 71, right? So.
So knockback is, well, your base injury is going to be 7.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cause a base injury, so it just causes 6 points to your injury total.
Okay.
We then have, I think the final activation is going to be the Castellax in the centre of the board, who is going to discharge his flame weapon at the same dude.
Oh, fuck me.
So yeah, flame weapons work slightly differently. So
it's a flat ballistic skill roll divided by the number of targets, which, unless Henry's
one.
just one.
Yep.
So it's flat ballistic skill.
Yep.
However, you do a number of hits.
Sprinted.
Yeah, which means that the number of hits caused is 1.
Yes. So the flat ballistic skill is 70. So we do hit. We get 1 hit with the flamer.
Yeah.
Flamer is 2d6 plus 4, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, and goes to 11. And that damage location is going to be that's 11 points damage to the head.
It's the only part of me without carapace armor. Good. But he does have a bionic skull, so fuck knows it's all melted there.
Bionic skulls give you an armor value. What level of bionic skull is it?
Middle.
Which I think is 2 points of armor on bionic
Nice.
skull. It's on the. It's on. Oh no, it's not.
So there's 2 which goes to 9.
9. So that takes me to a light head injury, doesn't it?
Yes.
So light head injuries.
Head is character stunned for D3 turns. You might be being dragged off to the depths.
Dickhead.
D3 turns is 3 turns, so he's stunned and wobbling around in the middle of the board.
Okay.
And because it is a flame weapon.
7 damage, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And it's 25% chance to set the target on
Yes.
fire. So, is it on fire?
Yes, on a 22. So he stood there with his head on fire, stunned.
Then, in the end phase, which is right now, it's a 25% chance of the fire just going out.
Yep.
So Glenn needs to roll whether the fire goes out. If it doesn't go out, it might spread. 82.
82. He's on fire.
Right, then there's a 25% chance that the fire might spread.
No.
83.
No,
Good.
so it doesn't.
Stood there with a burning head.
And you can use actions to try and put it out in your when you're not stunned anymore, I suppose.
For 3 turns.
Right. So
I'm gonna just turn him over or something on his back so it looks like he's clearly unwell.
So getting into the next turn, do you want to do anything with your Inquisitor, or are you going to hold for a bit?
I'm
Got speed 6.
Speed 6. I am going to aim and then put him out of his misery.
Oh, really?
Oh.
suppose an Inquisitor definitely moves on at all times.
Yeah, and we're gonna go through this door
Okay.
this turn. So,
Right. Well, you do that, Glenn.
How many actions are you spending aiming?
oh yeah, shit. Well, kind of annoying, isn't it? I don't want to waste a fucking turn. Like,
You could just let him burn to death next to the Castellans.
yeah,
Maybe that would be the truly inquisitorial thing
Yeah.
to do.
Falls behind, left behind. And he might not be dead. He may return.
yeah, he's definitely dead because I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright.
Drop the demo charge! Drop the demo charge!
No, like you.
It couldn't possibly go badly.
I dropped it vertically.
Oh,
I'm not halfway.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna. No.
No.
I'm gonna save this all for later. This guy's got a crack grenade though, actually. So he's gonna. Oh no, this guy's fucking stunned. It won't work. I was like, he's gonna drop the crack grenade down to him,
Yeah,
so he can pull the pin and blow up the Castellax.
Oh.
But instead, the crack grenade just land here and do nothing.
Bang him on the head. I'm on fire! Leave me alone!
Right.
Oh, what does vortex grenade do?
It drags people into the warp for the most horrible death ever.
Yeah.
I was like, if
you're
I-
on fire, I'll help. Go where flames don't.
Can I dive in with my Inquisitor?
Yeah.
Right, my Inquisitor is going to enforce will.
Okay.
So I'm going to emplace into the mind of this member of staff on your retinue, sir.
Yeah.
I'm going to force the will to override any stuns that I can or anything
Okay.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Just like basically mind lock the guy
Take him over
out
and just
of
like
puppet his body, yeah.
puppet
Like
his body
Ravener
upstairs.
style. Ravenous. You've not
Okay.
read Ravener,
No,
have you?
no.
You
No.
son of a bitch.
Just
You
like
can't
that.
just run under here as well, remember? There's a...
Yeah, so I'm going to try and force will there
Yeah.
to even just like try and puppet him up the stairs a little
Yeah,
bit. So
okay.
I'll try and do 2 enforced wills,
Okay.
and then if it fails miserably after that, I'm just going to run off.
Okay.
So the third action will be fuck
Yeah.
off myself.
Yeah.
For the once in a
Many.
game, I get
Yeah.
many actions with my Inquisitor. So I get 4
I was
actions.
wondering why you and Christopher was still stood there.
I
So
got
it's
1
two
action,
tables.
1 action last turn.
The
So I managed to give Glenn my com bead. So
You came in so confident and so powerful and charged of the situation, and then you froze.
and then
Heat of battle.
and then just
I'm
I
battered
don't
the
know what to
scribe.
do.
I battered the scribe.
You did, that's true.
you did, yeah.
You killed the cleric.
Peaked at high school there. You're a fucking nerd.
Don't make me enforce will underneath the Castellax foot.
Yes.
So I'm just going to roll my psychic test and
Yes.
then we'll see if it's not a crit success.
Difficulty.
87, we've got to check stuff. My willpower is exactly 87, so I failed
Yeah.
by exactly Glenn's willpower
Good
half.
job, you're doing it twice.
Yeah. So the second one, 65, I failed it again.
No, because you got line of sight, which is plus 20.
Oh, so I
I still failed the first one.
Yes.
By less than you thought you did. But
So-
line of sight gives you plus 20 for psychic powers.
So what can we do with these stunned markers, Henry, to enforce in will? Can I just stand up and
Wait, just stop.
because the reason I'm not stripping willpower is because we're only stripping willpower from our characters, which is the base rules on a critical failure.
Yes.
So that all our psychers aren't moronic dribbling
I'm
morons.
just dribbling by the end of game.
Double morons.
Yes.
Yeah, by the end of game 2.
So I think you can now enforce him to take an action.
But it doesn't mess with the stuff.
Yeah, no.
Right, I'm gonna sprint you up them fucking stairs, Glenn.
1 action, yeah.
It's just going to be like a dribbling, drooling.
And you weren't actually knocked down. We did that.
Put you
Yeah.
down, yeah.
We did that.
But it's, he's Nick Cage in Hellbiter.
So it's 10 up the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there.
Here.
And then I get the hell out of there myself.
And then
You
I
off the
sprint
board, Glenn.
This way.
Yes.
am going to use, this is a really good idea. I'm going to use my Psyker to do the same spell.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
So then they've got 6.
What else are you going to do? Are you going to like concentrate, cast power?
Concentrate, cast power, and then cast power again if I need to.
Okay.
So you're just gonna like put everything into the.
Yeah, to get him
casting
up.
it until you just to catch him up.
Wow, that was a fucking good
one
roll.
fail.
Yeah, but yeah, 5
And no,
actions.
there's risky action, but you didn't get risky because you got 2 6s more.
Yeah, nice.
So it's 1 concentrate and cast, 2 concentrate and cast. Are you just going to run on the third action?
And then that's it.
Yeah, cool.
Because I didn't plan that one ahead.
So the first concentrate adds, what is it, 20 to your
Yeah.
difficulty. What's
Yeah.
your willpower?
So 90.
So it's 110 minus the 34.
Yeah.
So,
And you have a psychic hood, so I can re-roll it.
right, so it's 84.
Yeah.
Rolling twice.
So first one,
You get it
77. So again,
immediately
I'm
perform an action.
gonna have him up here.
And the second time,
And that's it. I don't need to cast the other one. I'm just gonna stop there.
I suppose we just leave when we're all around here, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna use the other actions to put him out.
Oh, like out unconscious.
No, he's on fire. So I'm gonna
Ah, right.
flap at him with clucks.
Oh, so right, so roll it because you get 1 action each.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do the other action on him to like pat himself down.
No, with everyone.
Oh, with everyone else.
Who? Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
They're just gonna be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, because it doesn't really make sense to keep performing that action after you've puppeted him the way that you want.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no point.
Which is allowance in the rules of stopping at that point and
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
something else. Right, who is? I suppose my gunfighter is next. No, your
yeah.
envoy. Your envoy is next. So he passed down?
Yeah, but he's up here now. It's
Ah,
okay.
right.
They're all just gonna like
Ignore everyone that isn't
them.
safe.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna pick up this thing, and I'm gonna pick up this thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick up the battery, and I'm gonna investigate a little weapons cache thing.
Roll a sagity check was last time. So if you pass sagity, you get something
So-
along
oh,
the
yeah.
lines of whatever Henry gave you last time that I don't know.
So
then.
what was it? 90. What is the sagacity of my thing? 80. No, don't find anything in there. So okay, that's an easy one. Nothing in
Yeah,
it.
excellent. My gunfighter has 2 sprints 20 off the board. Get the hell out of there! Are we just running down, guys? Shall we call it there, Glenn?
Yeah,
With
definitely.
everyone being. Do you want to?
No.
You automatically puts out them fires. Do you want to try and do a sagity roll?
No.
No.
Nothing else. Like there's nothing in that.
Good game there, Inquisitor.
fun. Nice.
Good game there, Inquisitor. So, Glenn, that was our first game in the series. I thought that went quite middle.
Well, the actual like fun stuff that you can do with it and you can plan is really, really good, but the book is a chore. Like
Well, that's why I got a bit at the end, and this was off camera. That was just like, let's just set you opposing me.
yeah.
You just give me a number, and I'll just roll it. And we actually end up looking up all but I think one thing. But
Yeah. But I think certainly like if I were playing this in the future, just running it as like any other pure GM'd game where you're like, okay, difficulty 50, difficulty 70, like,
Yeah.
and maybe even just have a set difficulty that you modify for everything.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I completely agreed. Like, even just, have you ever watched like Professor Dungeon Master's
Yeah,
thing,
exactly.
where he's like, everything in this room is this difficult.
that's when I always do that. It's from
Yeah.
ICRPG, I do it for everything.
And even if it was just, right, you've got your skills, and then all of the room is difficulty minus 20. So if I'm willpower 72, everything's 52 to roll that for willpower.
Yeah.
Like, would be, I think, a way of just speeding it up and allowing more, like, I throw this under here.
Yeah.
Man, the scatter at the end. Of
That was so funny. We
Changing
had such
the plan
a
of
good
the power
plan
core.
for blowing up the Castellax, and you just threw it miles away.
I threw it further away from the point that it should have hit than I was to the point that it should have
Yeah.
hit. And it's actually a specific bugbear of mine in games where that happens. Because when was the last time you saw an athlete? Because these are inquisitors and inquisitorial henchmen narrowed down from the untold billions to be pinnacles to get into this warband. When was the last time you saw like a super high level athlete? I'm not going to name one because I don't like sports ball, but they don't tend to miss that often
No.
by that degree.
Yeah. Not so catastrophically. Like they don't tend to throw things at themselves very often.
Well, especially because everyone will have missed this is a stupid fucking game. Me saying that halfway through, when that happened. But it's actually really enjoyable. I'm interested to see because we work together quite a lot. Because you diffused that situation at the start because I was very ready
to shoot everyone.
Well, I sort of thought like I'm sent by Hereticus or the Ordo Hereticus. I don't know what's going on, and Inquisitors, when they see heretical shit, tend to have an itchy trigger finger when it's not stupid to do so.
Yeah, but I think...
Purge the fuck out of that station. And now, well, are you sharing any information with me? I think I'm going to micro bead you. Inquisitor, are you there? Are you willing to share any information that you were given?
So the information that I can share with you that I've been given is there's something with a code name or something like that, which is VO.
VO. Right, okay. So in return, I will reveal to you that this was an Iron Warriors station and all the thralls were actually... Their primary directive was to obey the commands of the 4th Legion, Iron Warriors. So, obviously, heretical Legion. And they were doing biomechanical research on the station.
Yeah.
Is what they would do, is what I got. So, and that's pretty much that's actually all of what I got out of that thing. I did want to investigate the skull, the cherub skull, which is why I was bothered about where it landed. Because I didn't want to just carry it as a trophy. What I wanted to do was like punch into brain, grab out like brain and metal bits.
And like see if you could like see if you could like I was gonna say like rewind the video in its eyes, but like
oh no, I was gonna like attempt Space Marine. Do you know like because Space Marines when they eat the flesh can get the memory the flesh memories? So I was gonna like just have a go at it with my sister, even though they definitely
she's not a Space Marine, is she?
No, but I was still gonna try.
Is she a Space Marine?
And with that bombshell, we'll get into the second mission. We hope to see you there.
See you there.
In a bit.